some of the old dogs are trying to combine. That's right. HP and Xerox. Xerox is planning, or attempting at least, to purchase Hewlett-Packard, which obviously these are some old dogs in the tech industry, somewhat getting outdated. But you can maybe see as a result, once this news started to break, obviously the stock is up 18% in the past month, and a lot of that's just because of this news. And what we're considering is valuation here. So obviously here Xerox is considering a bold takeover of HP. A cash and stock offer for HP would follow closely on news that Xerox is selling its stake in a 57-year-old joint venture with Fujifilm. They're getting out of that, so they have more cash for this purchase. John Vicentin said that there were no plans to sell Xerox, but rather the company would get aggressive itself. At a market cap of $27 billion, HP is more than 3 times the size of Xerox. But Xerox reportedly has an informal funding commitment from a major bank, so this should be quite a reach for them to purchase. Quite a reach. Xerox will make a cash stock offer. That's right. That's that. And this HP was up 10% in one day because of it. The company sees at least $2 billion in worth of synergies and thinks the result of the company would remain investment grade. Okay, not bad, right? Not bad. So what's going on here? So Xerox ended up offering $22 per share, which would be 77% cash to the HP shareholders and 23% stock. So you'd get 70% of your value in shares back in cash, and then the rest they would hand you in Xerox stock, which, I just got to be honest, in my opinion. So I do own HP shares. In my opinion, I don't like a deal like this for $22 at all. It's obviously it's way beyond valuation in which I purchased it, so it's definitely a lot better in terms of that. But I just simply don't like it. I think they can get a lot more value out of what they share. And 22 is definitely not what I'm a fan of. So I would say I'm looking for anything 24 per share plus if Xerox wants to complete this purchase. So the question is, does Xerox actually have that kind of money to do that? That's the thing. Obviously they're getting a big old influx of cash just to pay for this. Will they actually have the money to offer $24 per share? I don't know, but 22 was actually rejected, so thank goodness for HP management. They rejected this offer, and I'm glad they did. But so then Xerox is willing to offer HP 4 weeks to consider the combination. Both companies see the rationale for combining, which makes sense. Obviously, you combine your efforts, 2 different companies that are relatively similar, you might as well combine, and it'll make things a little bit better for you. Fighting these big tech companies, it just makes sense teaming together. Xerox is offering $22 per share. We don't like that. HP's first offered to purchase Xerox originally, and then HP asked for more time for due diligence, so that stopped. So HP was going to purchase Xerox originally, but nope. Thank goodness they didn't. And then, you know what? Evercore, that's right. They go bullish on HP because they think this could possibly get to $27 per share in terms of this. And if you include a buyback program, could bring this stock HP up to 24 per share. So technically, if they purchase if Xerox purchases them, this guy thinks that they could get up to $24 plus, which is something I certainly would look for. I don't disagree with this guy, but I'd say without this trade, obviously HP, I'm not in necessarily for gain in stock. It's more of the dividend. I think they're a pretty consistent dividend payer, and I like that. I don't necessarily expect them to be worth a lot. Really, my investment thesis mostly, obviously you'll include that dividend on there, but for the most part, I'm really just including. I think the major factor of their business isn't necessarily this. It's not this buyback program. In my opinion, it is 3D printing. So 3D printing is a market that is expected to grow 21.2% per year and reach $13.8 billion by 2019, right? So this is something that's going to keep growing. This market will just continue to grow, which is nice. 3D printing is where it's at. Just look at the growth here. Look at the growth here. I like to look at the growth. I don't know about you. So let's see the 3D printing industry size and growth. And guess what? Yet again, this is fantastic. Anticipated growth an annual of 22.5 for 2020 to 2024, and up to $35.6 billion by 2024. So, again, this market is something that's going to keep growing, and 3D printing is absolutely going to be used a lot more. Not only industrial, but people will do it for personal use once prices decrease naturally. So this is a big market for them, and they're definitely poised well to return, make some good gains because of it. So we'll see how that goes, but it depends. If Xerox purchases, HP, that could change things maybe a little, or maybe them combining together could be a beneficial thing for that. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll see how this acquisition goes along. Obviously, this 4-week period, I don't know how long they'll take out of that, but definitely we'll keep an eye out on these shares. And I'm already up, so I'm not upset. Already up on my shares, but I don't want it to sell for anything less than 24.